Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Draft Room. This is the NFL Draft Podcast of the Packernet Podcast Network. If you'd like to call in, give your thoughts, questions, comments, and opinions, 608-561-3243 is the number to do so. We're going to be continuing on with our Pro Day breakdowns and whatnot, starting off with Texas A&M. In an effort to get through these as quickly as we can, let's not waste any time. Held March 25th at Bright Football Complex, Coolidge Football Performance Center in College Station. Scouts from 32 teams, 94 plus evaluators total. Heavy contingent from the Texans, Cowboys, Saints, and others. 23 Aggies participated. Just kind of a review here of Texas A&M. Very, very solid representation throughout the draft. I mentioned like Ohio State, for example, where they've got like 10 draftable guys. Half of them are first-round picks. Almost all of those half are in the top 10. This is a very solid, even distribution of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different players. So more than Ohio State, even though, again, not necessarily the or not anywhere near the representation at the very, very top. You've got 1 first-round pick in Concepcion, 2 second-round picks in Cassius Howell and Chase Besantis. Then you've got 3 fourth-round picks in Demetrius Cronauer, offensive tackle, Will Lee corner, Trey Zune tackle. 3 fifth-round picks in Taurine York, linebacker, Nate Borkercher, tight end, and Albert Regis, the defensive tackle. You have 3 sixth-round picks in Tyler Onnyedim, defensive tackle, Armaj Reed-Adams, interior offensive line, Levy'on Moss, running back, and then a 7th-round pick in Jeremiah Williams, edge rusher. Not to mention 3 guys here listed, or no, I'm sorry, way more than 3. There was an ad there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 potential UDFAs here, several of them in the kind of early-ish, Dayon Hayes, edge rusher, Tyreek Chappell, cornerback, in the under 400 category. But anyways, Casey Concepcion, the top guy here, wide receiver, 5'11 and 3/8, 191. Likely first-round pick, we'll say, although it is back of the first round. I should add also that Cassius Howell is at 35, so he's technically a potential first-round pick. So we'll say likely 1 first and 2 seconds, but who knows. Dynamic playmaker, 2025 Paul Hornung Award winner, nation's most versatile player, explosive slot outside threat with elite return ability. Recent minor procedure, less than 3 weeks ago, prevented on-field participation. He already completed official top 30 visits with the Patriots, the Ravens, the Titans, upcoming visits with the 49ers, Cleveland Browns, and Miami Dolphins. Tyler Onnyedim, defensive tackle, 6'3 and 3/8, about 290 pounds. Where did I say he was? He's a 6th-round pick is where he's projected on the consensus board. Transfer from Iowa State, solid 2025 season at A&M. Drawing direct comparisons to former Aggie and current Ravens defensive tackle, Nnamdi Madubuike. Pro day testing, he did not run at the combine. 4.92 second 40-yard dash at the pro day. Looks sharp and powerful in position drills, which were run by the New England Patriots. He met with the Patriots, the Cowboys, and the Jets on Thursday. He sat extensively with the New Orleans Saints after the workout. Additional top 30 visits reported with the Carolina Panthers and Houston Texans. Levy'on Moss, another potential 6th-round pick here at 5'10 and 5/8, 211 pounds. Explosive but injury-prone running back. Talented back who received 3rd-round grades pre-injury, but has battled durability issues, missed significant time over the past 3 seasons, including a recent tightrope ankle procedure, still not 100% recovered. He ran the 40 in the mid-4.5 range at the pro day, reported around 4.58 seconds in some official releases, a decent mark given the injury. He had a vert of 31.5 inches and a broad of 9.11. He had dinner with the Dallas Cowboys and also met extensively with the Miami Dolphins. Could potentially be a steal on the final day of the draft if teams are convinced his long-term durability is able to hold up. Very high upside, explosive runner. And we got Nate Borkercher. That is the roughly 5th round tight end prospect, 6'5" and 3/8, 245 pounds. Transfer from Nebraska. Jumped onto the radar in 25 after a quiet 24. Strong run-blocking tight end with receiving upside. Limited testing at the combine due to a calf injury. At the Pro Day, 40-yard dash 4.7. Official reports list 4.78 seconds. I guess that was 4.7s. Vertical 32 inches, short shuttle 4.33, three-cone 7.03. Caught the ball well in position drills. Had dinner with the Cowboys the night before. Met with Cincinnati Bengals after the workout. Additional interest from teams valuing his blocking and versatility. Then moving right into the Nebraska Pro Day. Nebraska, just one draftable prospect. I mean, again, according to the board, 4th round pick Emmett Johnson. However, several UDFAs that could sneak in. Sierre Wright, 278, the cornerback. Deshaun Singleton, the safety, at 288. And a couple other guys in the 300s. Dane Key, the wide receiver, and Rocco Spindler, the interior offensive lineman. Held Wednesday, March 25th at the Hawks Championship Center in Lincoln. Scouts from 29 of 32 teams attended. Crowd mostly position scouts rather than high-level decision makers. 14 Huskers worked out. Emmett Johnson is that 4th round projection running back. He's currently at 107 overall. First team All-American, Big Ten running back of the year in 2025. Career totals of 3,162 yards, all-purpose, and 20 touchdowns. Versatile 3-down back with excellent vision, burst, and receiving skills. Had some pretty strong testing numbers at the combine. At the Pro Day, he timed between 4.46 and 4.51 in the 40-yard dash, which was a few hundredths faster than his combine time on some watches. Looked good in natural and position drills, especially catching the football. Cowboys and Saints had their running back coaches on hand to evaluate them. Then we got Deshaun Singleton, one of the on-the-radar day 3 prospects, 6'3", 205, long, rangy safety. Transfer who became a versatile Swiss Army knife for the Huskers. All Big Ten honorable mention, led the team in interceptions in 2025 while contributing in the box and deep. He was a Senior Bowl participant. Limited to jumps, 39.5-inch vert, 10.10 broad jump, which are really solid marks. Pro Day timed the 40-yard dash between 4.52 and 4.55. Looked good and fluid in defensive back drills. At 6'3", 205, he had excellent length and range. He is viewed strictly as a zone or strong safety. No current talks of bulking him up to play linebacker, despite some of the initial comments at the combine. Strong interest from the Cincinnati Bengals, New Orleans Saints, and Tennessee Titans. The Titans connection is notable, given new head coach Robert Saleh's history with oversized safeties turned linebackers. For example, Jimmy and Sherwood. The other guy noted is Heinrich Harburg. He is not even on the radar here, but 6'4.5", 237-pound freak athlete, former starting quarterback who transitioned to tight end in 2025, which explains why he's not on a lot of radars here. Athletic, high upside move tight end with special teams potential. He ran a 4.51 40-yard dash. That's pretty solid, although he's a little undersized. 4.15 second short shuttle, 38-inch vert, 10.8 broad jump. Measured we saw what he measured. Getting looks at from the Buffalo Bills and others who value his raw athleticism and leadership background. He is a classic developmental freak kind of a prospect. Very high ceiling, but obviously extremely raw. Alrighty, we cleared that one out. Why don't we go ahead and take a break? And when we come back, we will get started with, it looks like, TCU. We'll be right back. TCU sitting here with 3 draftable prospects, Bud Clark being the top one, 3rd-round projected safety, linebacker Caleb Alarms Orr, 4th-rounder, and Eric McAllister, a 7th-rounder, with DJ Rogers, the tight end, kind of hovering in that 7th-round range. Held Thursday evening, March 26th at the Sam Baugh Indoor Practice Facility in Fort Worth, Texas, a rare night session. Scouts and position coaches from nearly all 32 teams attended, with notable group of 3 linebackers coaches, Indianapolis Colts, Denver Broncos, and Dallas Cowboys. 1 defensive backs coach and wide receivers coach, Dallas Cowboys assistant Stephen Bravo Brown, was present. The evening workout was worth the trip, particularly for the linebackers' evaluations. 16 Horned Frogs participated, with the day centered on the linebacker duo, tight end, and receiver group. Starting off with Nnamdi Obiaze. He is 332 on the consensus board. He is a 6'3", 229-pound linebacker. The other linebacker being Caleb Alarms Orr. This is the one that is more of a fourth-round prospect at 6'2", 234. Both of these guys were said to be the standouts at the Pro Day. Both were among TCU's most productive and versatile linebackers in 25. Orr posted one of the fastest 40s of 4.47 and highest verticals of 40 inches among linebackers. Obiaze ran a 4.53 40. Both stood on their combine marks. Orr did add some excellent agility numbers, short shuttle 4.32, three cone 7.10. Both looked exceptional in fluid and position drills, which are run by TCU coaches, showing athleticism, range, and coverage ability that matches their combine speed. Met at length with the linebackers coaches from the Colts, Broncos, and Cowboys. DJ Rogers, the tight end, guy that again, that's kind of hovering in that potential day 3 range. 6'3", 245, athletic move tight end. Pro day testing, 4.63, 40-yard dash, short shuttle 4.37, three cone 7.03. All decent marks for the position. Looked terrific in position drills, displayed speed, route running polish, and reliable hands. He's said to have cemented himself as a day 3 pick, but we'll see about that. Pretty phenomenal name here, Joseph Manjack the fourth. As if Manjack isn't good enough. He's the fourth Joseph Manjack, because of course he is. 6'2", roughly 200-pound wide receiver, getting day 3 consideration, although he is way outside of that on the consensus board. Pro day testing a 4.5, 3-second 40-yard dash, three cone of 6.84, which is very fast. Looked terrific in position drills, crisp routes, good hands. Eric McAllister had a wide receiver, is a wide receiver. He's the 7th round guy here on the list, had an injury setback. Previously had a right knee scope, missed the Shrine Bowl, limited at the combine. At the pro day, however, he did time a 4.56 second 40-yard dash, but was forced to stop after running about 15 routes. Post-workout diagnosis, doctors identified a Jones fracture in his foot. Oh, that sucks. Currently getting interest from the Cowboys, who had an assistant receivers coach in Stephen Bravo Brown, as we mentioned. I'm sure it's not great, though, to have the team that likes you send their wide receivers coach out there and watch you jack your foot up. Next up, we got Houston. A lot of Texas teams here, so you're going to hear a lot of Texans and Cowboys and probably Saints because they're in the neighborhood. Not a lot of prospects here at Houston this year, though. Just one draftable prospect at in the 6th round, tight end Tanner Koziol. Otherwise, at 380 overall, Dean Connors, and then at 565, Latrell McCutcheon, the cornerback. And those are the 3 that we're going to talk about. Held Friday, March 27th inside the TDECU Stadium and the indoor practice facility in Houston. It was a lightly attended affair compared to the Power Conference Pro Day, with scouts from multiple NFL teams present, but few high-level decision-makers or position coaches than at schools like Texas A&M, Ohio State. Approximately 17 to 18 Cougars participated with a focus on skill position athletes and secondary. Dean Connors, the running back, he's the one that's a little bit closer as a UDFA to being a day 3 prospect. 6 foot, about 210-ish. Said to have been the clear standout of the day. Senior running back, transfer from Rice, who had a strong 2025 season, nearly 1,000 rushing yards, starred in the East-West Shrine Bowl, known for his receiving ability, had 147 catches for 1,166 yards. At the pro day, he was not invited to the combine. 4.45 second 40, a 6.95 3-cone, and a 39.5-inch vertical. Said to have looked terrific and smooth in position drills, catching the ball exceptionally well. Used his bare hands instead of gloves. Showed excellent hands, route running polish for a back, and overall fluidity. PFF Predictive Big Board puts him at 313, which is a little better, but about the same as the consensus. Pre-pro day, the workout significantly boosted his stock, now viewed as a legitimate late-round pick or high-priority UDFA. Latrell McCutcheon, this is the other guy. He's a little bit further out at 565 on the consensus board. That's Latrell McCutcheon Sr. to you. Cornerback 6'2", 191, had a strong day. senior cornerback and team leader in the secondary, all Big 12 honorable mention consideration. Career totals include strong tackling and pass breakup numbers. At the NFL Combine, much better than expected athletic testing. Speed and explosiveness stood out. At the Pro Day, he stood on his combine marks, looked outstanding in fluid and position drills with excellent footwork and coverage ability. Teams are evaluating him heavily for his special teams upside on coverage units in addition to his corner skills. Right now, the Minnesota Vikings sent their special teams coordinator to evaluate him specifically, also getting strong interest from the Rams, Broncos, and Titans. Head coach Willie Fritz has publicly vouched for McCutcheon as a player who should hear his name called in the draft. And then finally, the draftable prospect here, Tanner Koziol, the tight end, 6th round-ish projection at 202 overall. He is listed at 6'7", 245-ish. A bit of a mixed day for him. Transfer from Ball State, who had a big 24 season, but saw production and efficiency drop in 25 at Houston. Entered the year with 4th-round grades. Timed a disappointing 4.7 second 40-yard dash at the Combine and had limited testing due to a calf injury. Surprisingly, did not retest the 40-yard dash at the Pro Day and focused on position drills and route running. Stood out with a massive frame and large catch radius. Scouts noted his ability to win in contested situations. PFF has him at 198, almost identical to the 202 consensus. Currently grades as a late day 3 or priority UDFA. Size and hands give him a chance as a developmental tight end. And then the last one we'll do today is Mississippi State, the Bulldogs. Similarly, they have one draftable prospect here in Brennan Thompson, the wide receiver. Otherwise, some guys that are a little bit further down the line as UDFAs. Sidhu Triore, tight end. Darian Gillette, edge rusher. Aiden Williams, wide receiver. Malik Silla, edge rusher. Man, I swear, 1 in every 20 guys has a name that's just like, oh, yeah, Jim Smith, got it, nailed it. Incredible. Maybe that's a key to your kid being successful in sports. Give him a name that nobody can pronounce. It just motivates him or something. I don't know. Held Friday, March 27th, 2026 at the Mississippi State Football Complex in Starkville. Approximately 19 Bulldogs participated in front of scouts from multiple NFL teams. Turnout was solid, but not overwhelming. Position-specific coaches, including tight ends, wide receivers coaches, in attendance. They focused on skill position athletes, particularly tight end and receiver groups. Sidhu Triore, tight end, 6'4", 244, was the winner of the day. He was a combine snub, but had a really good day here for redemption. International player, part of the NFL's International Player Pathway Program, who steadily improved over 3 seasons at Mississippi State. Senior Bowl standout, where he was described as unstoppable in practice and named one of the biggest combine stubs by Tony Pauline. His nickname is ZICO. Came to America in hopes to earn a Division I football scholarship, never having competed in 11-man football, spent 1 season in the United States. Where's he from, though, dude? I can see he was born August 12th. What country was he born in? I see something, but I don't want to jump the gun until... Well, the Mississippi State website doesn't tell me. Here we go. Wikipedia will tell me. London, England. Not what I was expecting. Anywho, Pro Day testing, he had no combine invite, weighed in at 244, 11 pounds heavier than his Shrine Bowl weight. Probably kind of something that everybody wanted him to do, I would guess. 244 being a little bit more of a desirable tight end weight. 40-yard dash was as fast as 4.57, which is awesome. If you can pack on 11 pounds, presumably not just, unhealthy pounds, although, there's only so much healthy weight you can put on in that amount of time. But if you can carry around 244 and still run a 4.57, that's wild. Vert of 40 inches, broad jump 10.7, 3-cone 6.95. That's incredible. Looked athletic and fluid in position drills, catching the ball incredibly well, strong body control, contested catchability, mirroring his dominant Shrine Bowl week. The Chargers had their tight ends coach on hand, also spent time with the New York Jets. Multiple teams noted his versatility and explosiveness. As for his outlook, strong developmental move tight end prospect with receiving upside, special teams potential. The workout significantly boosted his stock into the day 3 high priority UDFA range. Some boards around tight end 20 to 27 overall, 400 to 500 range, which would put him clearly out of the day 3. Triore called it a solid day and felt teams recognize his explosiveness. Then we got Brennan Thompson. He is that 4th-round-ish guy, wide receiver, 6', 193, polished route runner, transfer who had produced at a productive 25 season, multiple big plays, including long touchdowns, known for his speed and big play ability. Ran a blazing 4.26 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine, stood on his Combine numbers, go figure, focused on position drills and route running, caught the ball extremely well with crisp, sudden movements. The Cincinnati Bengals had their assistant wide receivers coach on hand specifically for him. Blake Shapen, whatever. Quarterback, he's not on this list here. 6 foot 205. Former Baylor transfer who started for Mississippi State in 2025 before being benched late in the season. That's not a great start. Strong arm talent and experience in multiple systems. Did not perform athletic testing, focused on throwing sessions for receivers and tight ends. Threw the ball well with good timing, accuracy, and rhythm on scripted throws. I'm going to go ahead and guess he doesn't get much, opportunity in the NFL. If he couldn't... If you couldn't do it in college, I'm just saying. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Again, phone number if you want to call in, 608-561-3243. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.